there have to be some adjustment in the price. So, for example, I'd like to see some adjustment in the price. That's all he does. So my apologies. So these are 3 little hacks. As I said, this is in its infancy at the moment. This isn't a business. We're just working out what's working, where are we seeing the patterns, how are they allowing us to manipulate conversations. And why we say manipulate, in other words, empower the conversations we're having. I was working in a cinema, and one day somebody came into me. We all have those jobs in life that we don't end up enjoying doing. You know, we just do them, and we go through, and we get along with it. But mine was serving ice cream, and you know, I was really stingy. I'd never fill the ice cream pot up properly. One day, customer comes in and says, "Listen, I'm 50 cents short. Will you let me off?" I said, "Sorry, nah." And he looked at me and he gave me puppy dog eyes and he said, "Would it break your heart? Would it break your heart just to let us off this once?" Now, because we've all been conditioned not to go around breaking people's hearts, I had to say no, in my mind. No, it wouldn't break my heart. And of course, 3 minutes later, he's walking away with a big pot of ice cream and he hasn't paid the full price. So we steal that. I was buying a mobile phone recently, looking at the contract. I was given a price. Huh? I was given the price. I said, "You're going to have to do better." He said, "I can't do better. I'm going to get, I'll get in trouble with my boss." I said, "Listen, would it break your heart this one time just to see a little change in the price?" And what you can start doing is stacking each individual little hack. And you can start using them together. So you build up a repertoire of conversation. The next hack, and I hope you don't mind, I'm just going to go through some of these that we found the most useful in what we do. My friend Joss was late. I think we're all late. We're a nation of late people in England. And my friend Joss was late for a train, and the ticket was booked in the wrong name. And he was in Hong Kong at the time, and in Hong Kong, the standard reply is, "Oh, you can't get on the train because the ticket is wrong." Like, no help. Shutter comes down. So he said, "How do we fix this? How do we fix this?" If you say that line at any time, it forces the other person to do the hard work for you again. You want the other person to do all the work and solve your problems. They've got all the power, let them use their power. If you can't get into a club, try saying, "How do we fix this?" The bouncer, the club, or the club manager might give you an opportunity. You might say, "Well, okay, you need to change your trainers." Say, "But these trainers hurt my feet so much. How do we fix that?" What you're doing is you're creating new opportunities. You're giving people new ways to solve your problems for you. You're almost creating a shared world between you and that person where you're in cahoots. Because it's like, okay, I'm going to try and think of a solution for you. Now, that won't always work, but it will work, say, 40 or 50% of the time. Maybe it's even 20% of the time, but it gives you an extra throw of the dice. So you've always got something up your sleeve. I have nothing up my sleeve. Another really good hack we found is, have you ever had to deal with friends who are always, they're always going through some life issue? I think everyone in life is going through some problem they're facing, some challenge they're dealing with. In fact, if they're not going through a challenge, they're probably in a state of nirvana and floating around like a hippie. So the problem when it comes to you, when someone's got a problem, usually an emotion problem, they feel really bad, they feel like the steam's out the wind's out their sails. Why do you think that is? If you ask somebody why they think that is, they become introspective and they think about their own problem. So, for example, I'm really upset. Well, why do you think that is? Because, I don't know, I'm a bit depressed. Well, why is that? I don't know, I just don't feel I'm in control of my life. Okay, so you're not in control of your life. Well, why do you think that is? It's because I don't have a job. So if you got a job, you'd be more in control of your life. Yeah. So you can channel down and you can dig down and solve people's problems very quickly without getting too involved with it. They're giving you all the answers, you're just steering them along. Is this useful so far, guys? Yeah. Okay, great. So we're looking again for these little patterns, these little phrases. We stumbled on one recently that we kind of love, and the way to sort of refine your hacking skills is to give presentations, is to practice, is to play with them as much as possible. So the one my friend and I found out, we call it entrapment. And basically, you go up to somebody, you say,